You're quite frankly an addict. You're an addict of the drug we call potential. That is why you're stuck. Why do you think you're stuck? You're not stuck because you don't know things, because you're not smart, because you don't work hard enough, because you are cast by your ancestors, because you did not go to school. My friend, none of that freaking matters. Let go of that BS, okay? You are stuck because of one thing. You are addicted to potential. You go around telling people about your dreams, yeah? Telling people about the things you believe you can do. This handwriting, my friend. Harvard standard. You go around preaching success. You're a master evangelist. You preach success, you preach abundance, you preach all these things. But why don't they physicalize onto your reality? Why don't they become truth for you? Why don't they become a part of your life? It's because you do not know how to collapse that potential, that P, into F. Call it math, call it chem, whatever you want to call it. I don't give an F. Handwriting ya daktari. The reason you're stuck is because you do not know how to collapse that potential into form. So I'm going to give you basic information that you need to wrap your head around before we can continue. And while we're at it, just book a freaking call. It won't cost you. It won't cost you. Are we together? Book a freaking call. The universal, I hope you can see it, perfect. The universal field, God, higher power, whatever it is you want to call it. Understand that the universal field is very neutral, very amoral, very just there. It just is. It is. It just is. But you, as a human being, you act as an emitter. In this case, you act as a what? You act as an antenna. So you what? You emit a signal. Hey, this handwriting, my friend, could send me to medical school. You emit a signal. So when you emit a signal, what happens? The universal field delivers to you exactly what it is you emit. Now, this is what I'm trying to explain to you. A lot of you preach potential. You believe just because you think about this thing, you see it, you dream it, you talk about it with your friends, that is enough for it to become yours. But that is not enough. That is not enough. There's so many people who dream but they're broke. So many people who are creative but they struggle in life. There's so many people who have gifts. You even see them in your lives. They have so many gifts, but they die living a life that was not aligned with the gifts that they had. It's because they struggled to collapse their potential into form. So in this case, you believe that because you conceptualize a thing, you think about it, you see it, that it is enough to affect your signal. So you believe signal or frequency, whatever you want to think. You believe that your signal is correspondent to that potential. So if potential is represented as P, you believe that your signal is giving out the vibe of what? P. But in truth, your signal does not align with the potential you claim you have. It aligns with the truth you know on a subconscious level. In this case, your internal subconscious models. Are we together? So your subconscious internal models affect your signal. And what happens? If on a surface level, you believe that you have the potential to be a speaker, the potential to be rich, the potential to be in a good relationship, the potential to do all these things. P. But on a but on an internal oh my God. They don't want me to save you people. But on an internal subconscious level, you actually believe that you are inadequate, you are invisible, you are not seen, you are not respected, you are not valued. What happens? Your signal obeys this because internal subconscious models have direct access to your emotions, which have direct impact on your signal. So in this case, you're not able to collapse potential into form because your subconscious models are working against that which you want for yourself. That being said, you're probably wondering, how do we collapse this potential into form? Tina, understand. Transformation begins with awareness. Are we together? Transformation begins with awareness. That being said, you have to be able to call out your demons in order to be free. You have to be able to put a name to this misalignment in the signal. So in this case, what is it? It is called distortion. Are we together? So the collapsation of this collapsation. Is collapsation even a word? The collapsation of this that sounds fun. The collapsation of that potential into form is determined by one factor. distortion. Now this distortion, it communicates in form of doubt. Are we together? It communicates in form of fear. It communicates in form of uncertainty. It communicates overally in form of what? I hope this marker is visible. They're literally drying up. It communicates in form of suspicion. I'm going to give you a very, 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 very good example. Very, very, very good example. Hey, the markers are dry, Jehovah. I'm going to give you a very good example. You have a client, Cindy. That is Cindy. You have a client. They're supposed to pay you 15K next month, Cindy. Now, this is where the funny thing comes in. Your conscious belief, yeah? Your conscious belief, in this case, the potential that you know is that you have amazing service, your product is perfect, this person is going to pay you, this person is going to show up for you. So what is, you know you're going to be paid. Are we together? Put it down into a statement. You know you're going to be paid. But on a deep subconscious level, you suspect. Now, this is the thing. You don't feel that. You suspect they might not pay you. You suspect they might not show up. You suspect they might back down. In this case, it is distortion that is speaking, because I've told you it speaks in doubt, fear, uncertainty, generally suspicion. So what you know does not align with what you suspect. In this case, expect. Let me write this equation, because we're moving so fast. Let me know down in the comments any new concern, any light bulb moment that you're having, because I know for a fact I am. Are we together? So basically, expectation is overridden by what? Suspicion. So expectation, conscious belief, conscious knowledge of something, knowing of potential, is overridden. It is overpowered by what? Suspicion, which in this case is subconscious, internal feeling, sensing, whatever, knowing, whatever you want to put a name to it. That being said, do you see why your potential has not been collapsing? Because at the end of the day, you need to understand one thing. This thing called the universal field, yeah? This thing called the universal field, you can't cheat it. I don't care what you try. You cannot cheat the universal field. In the Bible, it says you cannot cheat God. You cannot take what is not yours. You are trying to be a thief. Abi. So you can't cheat this thing. So if you can't cheat it, you might as well work with it. So understanding the fundamental operations. Are we together? Hey, yo, Professor. Understanding the fundamental operations of the universal field is the approach that you're going to take in order to be able to collapse this potential into form. Are we together? That being said, what are we going to do? You're probably asking, Tina, what do I do about my inner state? What do I do about that distortion? First of all, you have to understand, get this in your head. This distortion, you are not born with it. You mastered it. You learned it. It was a form of survival, a form of alignment with the physical reality. It was basically a coping mechanism. It happened when you got disappointed. It grew when you got heartbroken. It grew when things didn't go your way. So it's like you knew this person liked you, but they ended up choosing someone else over you. What happened? The distortion grows. So with every disappointment, with every failure, with every feeling of you're not good enough, this distortion grows. So the fact that it is mastered, it means it can be unlearned. Yeah? What you learned, you can unlearn. What you built, you can unbuild. What you created, you can decreate. Are we together? That's why I said awareness, transformation begins with awareness. So in this case, what do we do with this distortion? You can't cancel it out. You can't eradicate it. It's part of how you're built as a human. It helps you stay safe. It helps you to survive. So in this case, what do you do to this distortion? First of all, master this. Listen, if you're going to take away anything from this video, take this. Are we together? If you're going to take away anything from this video, take this. Stop believing in things, people, places, etc. that contradict your potential or your manifestation or whatever it is you want for yourself. Key takeaway. Stop believing in things that contradict your potential. Are we together? Because if you believe you're good enough, if you choose to believe that you're successful, that your business has potential to pay your bills, that you can be loved, why the hell do you give mental real estate to thoughts that go in contradiction with that? Because understand, that misalignment is what feeds this distortion. Are we together? So stop believing in things that contradict your potential. How are you going to stop believing in these things? Capture thoughts as they come. As they come. Capture thoughts as they come. Before you tell me you don't know how, understand that you are not your thoughts. Not your, not your thoughts, but the awareness behind them. Are we together? You are not your thoughts, but you are the awareness behind them. In this case, you do not produce these thoughts, you simply perceive them. So if you're able to perceive these thoughts, don't you think you can make a choice? That is where it starts. Don't you think you can make a choice? You can't make a freaking choice. So make the freaking choice. Stop believing in things that contradict the reality or the potential or the success that you know you have. Are we together? Because in that case, you are fighting yourself. In the Bible, Jesus made fun of the Pharisees when they started accusing him of being an agent of Beelzebul. He basically told them, how can I be an agent of Satan when I'm doing God's work? A house that works against itself cannot stand, but a house that works together within itself shall prosper even in the days of hardship. Preacher 101. Preacher 101. So you stop believing in things that contradict your potential. Number 2, I will die on this hill. Master. Are we together? Master nervous system regulation. I don't care what anyone tells you. Master nervous system regulation, because if you do not, my friend, you're gonna be doing zero work. Master nervous system regulation. Once you master nervous system regulation, I'm gonna need you to master the art of what? Detachment. Let me know if you guys want me to get into the whole detachment topic deeper. So basically, the board is moving. My hand is limp from holding the board. But basically, that's just what it is. So you've not been stuck because you don't know well, or you don't know, or all that. You're stuck because of everything I've talked about. So do yourself a favor, book a call, Mtina Love, and let us collapse potential into form through structure. Peace. I don't wanna